So yeah, I think another good practice and mindset is like replacing should with could. Okay, let's see if this works. Yeah, it does, and I like this background. So, well, good morning, everybody. Let's see. Update. I got re-enrolled in the depression group with Kaiser, under Kaiser. So I'm glad that's happening again. Yeah, apparently, I'm not sure. Like, well, there's a few things I guess I misheard. Just in terms of the first time I started it, they said there was 4 sessions, and then it starts all over and repeats, and you could do it again. But apparently, I think it's now 6 sessions now, and then you go back to session 1, and then you can take as many times as you want to, just like the anxiety group that I'm in. So yeah. Anyway, it just was a matter of re-enrollment, and I spoke to my anxiety specialist about it. And sounds like she took care of it. The alternative was, which I did before already, that I would call somebody from Kaiser and ask them or explain to me that or how can I re-enroll or whatnot. And so anyways, there's that. And yeah, let me see. I guess one of the things I suppose I'm open to talking about today, and I probably not going to talk very long at this moment, but definitely more later. I think I've came to terms with, I may be having a slight burnout from pet sitting and dog walking. I mean, I started doing it 10 or 11 years ago plus, so I mean, not only because I had pets of my own, or my parents and I do. It's something I really thought it's a great job to do, and it's great for emotional wellness. And I'm truly, every person that I've had, with a pet, saying you've truly been loved and touched by our pet, and they always look forward to seeing you, etc. And I believe it. I do. I'm coming down to it now, though. It's just I'm accepting no more clients. It just I'm fine with my clientele. I'm fine with who I have, and I could make more room in my life for, well, number one, making content like this, and number two, there's probably 3, 4, 5, or all of the above that make room for other things. So performance wise as well. I can't always guarantee that. For some reason, it's sad because I feel performing, on stage and on screen are my biggest assets, and it's what is supposed to be my number one love, But yeah, pet sitting. There's 1 or 2 people I've made an exception for to look after their pet, because they live nearby or they live close enough to me. And so, anyways, I threw that one in just to finish up with the pet sitting part. But so, what else? Last night, there was like 4 hours left to sign up for this special program. There's this actress and excellent acting meditation coach, and she's appeared on some, how would you say, series. One of them being Atypical. Which I saw all of. Atypical's a show about a boy with autism, and probably some of you have already seen that. And it's on Netflix. This actress is named Wendy Braun. Wendy Braun. And I first heard about her through a person. How would you say? When I signed up for Joe Kelly to be or not to act or instinctive acting, I sometime during the training with her, I also heard about Wendy Braun, and I watched in on this 5-day free workshop that she gave out, and she's just, I love her energy. She's excellent, and she's diligent, and she talks about diligence, and about focus, about focus, and but also about thoughts and feelings, and how it all how would you say I wish I could just, nope, that's the wrong notebook. Oh, well, I guess the way I could put it is that how feelings can shift how we behave, or our focus determines how we feel, that kind of thing. But anyways, so yeah, she's wonderful. Just like how I loved Joe Kelly, I still do, and I still keep in touch with other aspiring actors and actresses within the community. Anyways, Wendy Braun, she has this program and meditation workouts and inspirations that you could purchase from her, right? She gave out something, she mentioned something about the Spotlight Club, and it was doable and reasonable to me, but I just, I didn't do it this time. I just didn't, I feel like, meaning it would have been reasonable enough, like a monthly, a monthly payment sort of thing, but I feel like I've gathered enough evidence, and I journal a lot, and I wrote down a lot of methods that I could just reread over and over, or I could just start practicing or so, right? Well, I guess what I'm saying is that anything you can get and benefit for free, definitely take advantage of that. However, maybe one day when the offer, sometimes every now and then there's coaches and very inspiring kind of people that will throw out offers and for a great deal, and and if join now and this or that, and but then there's a deadline, right? Well, anyways, I don't feel bad for skipping it this time, because I've taken great deals like that before, and I'm likely, if it comes back again, I'm likely to do the next time I get it, I'm likely to do so. Just, yeah. Anyways, one of the things that Wendy, she takes credit for explaining how the words should and shame sound alike. They start with SH. And so maybe today I decided to title this Should and Shame Sound the Same. I'm not fond of those S's in that way. Within that way. So I might title my blog that today. Anyways, but Wendy Braun is the one that takes the credit for that, because she's absolutely right. And how she emphasizes how, you could replace the word should with could, instead of saying, oh, I should be doing this or that, or so. you can rephrase it with, yes, I could be doing this or that. I could be doing that. I could do more of this. And whether or not I do it, whether I choose to or not, the option is there. And also, if it's one of those days I'm choosing to just, or maybe I just need to not spend it like this, or spend my time or energy like, I could do a little more cleaning, I could do a puzzle, I can read a book, or I can listen to music, and anything amusing in such ways. And the matter of fact is that, yeah, I could be doing that, but why am I not? I could, but I'm not. I say, if it's not hurting you or others in the slightest, if there's nothing planned, no real deal on certain things, if it's optional, and if you choose not to, that's okay too. That's okay. Even if it means, I skipped a day of practicing this, I skipped a day of brushing my hair or brushing my teeth, which I have done that. Those are usually things, right, I do on autopilot. But these days, gosh, I don't even pay attention. I don't even know what I do on autopilot right now. Maybe this, well, I don't know, touching my face, licking my lips. Yeah, I guess maybe. Anyways, so yeah, Wendy Braun, and I'll put her name on here, and the link, she's on Instagram, and you can look her up there, and so yeah, I've followed her for a while. Oh, and besides Atypical, she was in the series This Is Us, which was a series with Mandy Moore and some other incredible actors and actresses. And not only is she a great actress, she's a great singer. Yeah, one of my favorite songs from her was back in 2000 was I Wanna Be With You. And I did a cover on that. You can look on that on my channel. Anyways, Wendy was in that. She was featured in like the last season or so of This Is Us. So yeah, This Is Us and Atypical. Anyways, so yeah, spit out more about one of the things that Wendy, will teach about diligence, and like she helps you develop a mantra on diligence. Like, I'm diligent on how I feel. I'm diligent about what I do. One of the other things to ask myself daily, this is still from Wendy, how can I be diligent about where I choose to focus? Mindset. How can I be diligent about shifting how I feel? Meditation. How can I be diligent about what I choose to do? Motivation. So to be unstoppable, you have to, and that's one of my favorite Sia songs. I'm unstoppable. I'm a Porsche with no brakes. I got to do that cover. I want to. So to be unstoppable, you have to set up a daily structure and a daily system to stay diligent with your mindset, meditation, and motivation. Anyway, that's pretty much, it says it all there. starting out in my early years or so, I mean, I guess it's something you come into this world with, like, or you can learn it too, but I think it's something that naturally came to me of how to keep a daily routine and doing, like, doing daily, how would you say, stuff, I guess. And somehow I think and it isn't, I mean, it's only human. It's not good or bad. There's no right or wrong to change and how challenging it can be. But like I think daily routines and structures change, and I feel another thing maybe I'm trying to, or already have maybe come to terms with it. Maybe some of my routine has changed, and that's not very easy, not for a lot on the spectrum, right? And not to really throw it out there too much, like, or so. It's just it is one of the things that happens when getting older. Yeah, I could say that, but I feel that's not exactly my mindset. My mindset would be is that I will continue to do things I'm interested in, and that I value, and until I can't, or until my interest changes, or until I can, or I get tired of it, or until whenever I feel there's, for me, I'm at the end. I'm like sort of back at the end of this stick, right? And there's an exercise called the focus spin that I haven't done in a while, and that's from Joe Kelly. I'll explain what that is on another blog, but I guess just about anything's a spectrum or a scale, or there's days that maybe we feel this is indicating you're at your best, and this is indicating that you're at your worst, or you're just not all the way there, and it's I mean, you haven't failed anything. It's just but also it's failure is not the end of success. Failure is it's a lesson, not a life sentence. But anyway, worst, best, and that's just a lot of us have this, and there's days that we're here and days we're here, and that it's just I don't know. Maybe I'm looking at life as, maybe what I'm trying to metaphorically put it is some kind of scale, right? And there's all types of motion. You know that saying when someone's not used to roller coasters, they don't really like them because they get motion sickness. Well, me personally, I love roller coasters. I love them. I did used to get motion sickness from it. But there's so many different movements, right? There isn't just up or down. There's, bouncing, maybe shooting, blah, 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 blah. Anyways, all different, yeah, so yeah, I think another good practice and mindset is like replacing should with could. And so yeah, there's no shoulding here now. So that's the type of environment I'd like to continue to practice to have for myself. And never whatsoever will I ever intentionally ever make anyone else feel that way. So yeah, I guess that's it for today. And I'm running out of power. I'm gonna have to charge anyways, and so, and I will edit this later. Okay, so take care to all, and see you on the next video. And whatever, anything you got going on, I would like to see it too. So, okay, take care.